Here's a repair process for the Baofeng UV-82 radio with no mic audio. Radio check. Actually, this one comes and goes. It's actually here right now, but it's intermittent, so we're going to take it apart and fix it. Step 1 is going to be to remove the antenna and control knobs.
Okay.
The antenna unscrews, the control knob pulls straight off. Slide the battery off, and then you should be able to come up here to these two nuts. One's around the antenna connector, one's around the power switch and volume potentiometer. And they can be kind of tight. It works best if you have a spanner wrench or something you can get on both sides, because these are not coming loose. I'm going to get these busted loose and we'll start back in a second.
Camera.
Alright, now that I've got them busted loose, it's easy if you got something where you can use two hands to get both sides of it. So we'll spin that nut loose. It's the bigger of the two, goes on the antenna connector. And the smaller one spins loose here around the volume and on-off switch shaft. You should just tap off there. Here's that one. Alright, that's the only major part you have to get loose. Next, I'm going to use a flat-bladed screwdriver. The bottom of the case here on the UV-82, if you'll just pry it, there are two metal tabs that go underneath the plastic. Just pry those tabs loose. This tray just simply lifts out of the radio case, but you got to be careful. The speaker has a wire connecting the main circuit board to the front case. You pull this rubber piece off here that goes around that. It just pops right off. You can throw it in your tray. And without having to take it apart, if you'll look, these two pins right here, the two that are parallel side by side, those are the two switch contacts in the microphone jack that make and break when you plug a remote microphone in and out. Those two are not making connection anymore, even with a microphone removed, or it's very flaky at best. So the simple repair for that is to take your soldering iron, and forgive my sloppy soldering iron here, it's seen better days. We're just going to bridge those two together with solder. Like that. You have to back out and zoom in that way. Yep. Those two pins right there are the ones I connected together. So you don't want to do the other two. Those end up being the part of the voltage that can go out to a lighted microphone or something. So you want to leave those alone. But that top set there toward the top of the radio, in line with the mic jack, are the ones you're concerned with. Alright, from that point you just put the radio back together. And I forgot my rubber assembly. Put that little rubber back on. Pop it back into the chassis. Make sure all my buttons click and are lined up. Oh, look, my silicone came out from my keypad. I have to put it back in the case. There. Alright, that's snapped back together. We can put our spinner nuts back on here. Pause it. Alright, I got both my little spinner nuts tightened back up. The chassis popped back together. So now we just line our volume knob back up correctly and pop it into position. And we screw our antenna back in, and we'll put our battery back on.
Really cool, buddy.
Now let's check it out. See what kind of audio we've got. Radio check, 1, 2. There you have it. That's how you fix a poor microphone connection in a Baofeng UV-82 radio.